Alright, today on Cabal Cast, we're going to be finally finishing up the Steel Talon Showdown series between Charles Monk and Dune Tiger. This is the final game, and I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to get straight into this and finish it up as quickly as possible so I can get back to some other things that I wanted to do. So let's go, and we're going to be on the map Het Platlander. So Het Platlander makes my first appearance on my channel. It's very good. I actually want to take a quick tour on this map here. So in the left side here, we see Charles, or this is Dune Tiger, he's playing as orange. And over here is Charles, he's playing as blue. So obviously you have your green Tiberian field here, and to the north of you, you have another green Tiberian field with a tip spike, which is very easy to defend, which is not. Actually, the tip spike is half health, and then if you destroy it with those barrels there, it can be pretty deadly. So, and there's also another tip spike here to the north. So there's two tip spikes you can easily capture. Is there any more tip spikes? I don't see any more. A couple of garrisonable structures right here in the sort of middle half of the map, and there's also a control center to the north as well. You also have a third expansion right here in the very open part of the map here. And there's also a nice river here that crosses in between to the other side of the map. So that's actually pretty sweet. This map is nice when it first came out. Actually, it was super popular when it first came out. I just haven't gone to be able to cast any games on it just yet. So we're going to be seeing some Rifleman Squad scouts from Dune Tiger. He's going to be facing off against Charles' forces, and they do get the first shot off there. Too bad for Dune Tiger. He lost a couple of his members of that Rifleman Squad, but they did manage to get into that garrison structure. And Charles is not paying attention. He's going to lose all of his Rifleman Squad, so that's not very good. Wasn't able to get as far into the other map as possible to see what Dune Tiger is up to. So that's not very good. But we see some harvesters coming out of war factories, and we're going to be also seeing another refinery coming out from both these players. This match is going to be the last one for the Steel Talon Showdown series, so after this is going to be finally finished. We see both players have captured the two tip spikes, and not sure, and nobody's gonna be repairing that tip spike, which is pretty smart because then you'll just be wasting credits when you should be getting them back. So that tip spike may be destroyed because actually this is my first time on this map here. I'm not too sure if you're able to destroy. Oh yeah, those fuel drums could destroy that tip spike. So that's actually a very smart idea. I think Predator, when they made this map, he made it so that you can destroy one of the tip spikes super easily, and he made it to half health. So that's actually quite interesting. Both players have got to their northern tip field yet. Not Charles. Dune Tiger is a couple seconds ahead of him. He's actually building another refinery already. So he's way ahead of Charles right now. I'm not sure why Charles was a little bit behind. Maybe he built some extra scouts or something. I'm not too sure. Dune Tiger has this area covered right here. You can see anything that comes from that direction. Charles has a couple of members of the Rifleman Squad left going through this little field here of trees. So that's pretty cool. He's probably going to be scouting on Dune Tiger's base. And Dune Tiger, what are you going for? You're just building up some harvesters. He's got 5 or 2 in this field right here, which is good. He's building more harvesters for that side right there. He's building more power plants. Charles, you're going to get your refinery up in a couple of seconds. He's actually... Whoa, 2 MCVs already. That is quick. He just built his 5th harvester already, and he's putting it to the north as well. So he only has 4 and 2 on his main field right now. So a quick second MCV from Dune Tiger. This could be pretty good. I think when this is Pitbull from Dune Tiger, he's going to be seeing that there's an MCV right here. And I think when he goes into this base right here, he'll see that there's a second MCV, and I think he'll be very confused. So he has to deal with this. But at the same time, Charles is going to be a little bit behind in economy because he still has, 4 and 2 on this field. So he needs a little more economy to support 2 MCV, but he's going to have 2 fields to himself. And I'm not sure what Dune Tiger is going to do. He could go for some orcas to just delay Charles, just destroying his harvesters. But I'm not too sure what he's going to do. He's going for pit bulls. He's got 5 of them to defend this field already, so that's a good start. And we see a double refinery already with 3 harvesters, so we could be seeing something happen here. And a tier 2 command post from Dune Tiger. He's going to be going for some AP ammo, which is a great upgrade to have. So maybe going for some Wolverines and or Hammerheads. That'll be pretty sweet. But we see double war factory now from Charles Romonk, and he's been going for some straight into Pitbulls. So Pitbulls is going to be abound for Charles Romonk, and this could be pretty good. Could keep Dune Tiger on his toes, and Dune Tiger's going to have to wait and see what he can do to destroy this Pitbull forces coming from Charles. But I think he's going to be prepared for this. He's going to go for Pitbulls himself. So that's going to be very smart. There, a scan goes off by Charles Romonk to see what Dune Tiger's base. I don't think Charles even scouted Dune Tiger's base once, but he does see that there's double refinery here, and he just places MCV, so he could be going for a tech lab. I don't think he doesn't see the command post, so he doesn't know that he's tier 2 yet. For all I know, Charles thinks that Dune Tiger could be at tier 3. Could be. Oh, this is pretty cool. We see a Visceroid that's trapped on an island with a stranded civilian with some crates. That's pretty cool. So he's like a castaway. If you haven't seen the movie Castaway that stars Tom Hanks, it's quite a funny movie, and just that basically what it reminds me of. So Pitbull is here from Dune Tiger is going to be attacking Rifleman Squad Scout and not going to be able to destroy it. So now Dune Tiger is going to have a lot of Pitbulls. I think he already destroyed a couple of Pitbulls here from Dune Tiger because a couple of them are in the one of them is in the red anyway. And oh no, there's a couple of Pitbulls that made it to the base of Dune Tiger. So Dune Tiger is probably going to lose a Harvester. I don't think he did. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, all those Pitbulls destroyed. And I don't think Dune Tiger lost any Harvesters, which is fantastic. He does have a lot of Watchtowers here for defense. That's pretty good. What are you doing, Charles? You're going to go for some Titans now. And Titans is a great counter to Pitbulls, obviously. He has a couple of Watchtowers for defense here. He doesn't have tier 2. He just has his command post. He's just now going for AP ammo. And he has a nice concave power plants here in the backside of things, just to protect anything that's happening here. This power plant force here is going to be it's going to be great because then it can just deny anything that can happen to Charles. If he loses all his power plants, he won't be able to reach it because he's buried deep inside the base. And since Charles or Dune Tiger is not a not faction, he can't just drop a tip vapor bomb on those power plants here. He has to go for some like Firehawks or something to destroy all those power plants. But tier 3 down now for Dune Tiger, and he could be going for some railguns. Either that or mortar, but I think it's too slow to be going. I think it's going too slow to be a mortar, so it could be some Titans railguns. But doesn't have anything to implement it just right now. He's going for another MCV, and this could be pretty good. Actually, I just realized that both players are Steel Talons, so going for double MCV as Steel Talons is just not technically worth it because you can't go for base wars of any kind. But with this triple, oh jeez, where the hell have I been? What the hell is this? I had not been paying attention to this. Dune Tiger has expanded to the south here, and he's going under attack now by these Titans. Now Pitbulls are coming in from Dune Tiger to fix him up here, and Charles Monk just finished up his railguns. So, geez. Charles already has railguns on his Titans, and this could be pretty powerful now. There's quad, or triple Guardian Cannons now, and once they have the Guardian Cannons have the railguns, it's going to be full-on base wars. So now more Titans are going to be reinforced in space here. Charles is here as well with his own MCV. So it's going to be base wars with Guardian Cannons. This is amazing. I haven't seen Guardian Cannons with the railguns in forever. And this is just amazing. So it's going to be quad MCV versus, or triple MCV versus triple MCV Guardian Cannons. And there's going to be going for some fast attacking on these Guardian Cannons now. The Behemoths are coming out now from Charles now. This is going to be awesome. Awesome attacking now, and some Titans are going to go to the north half of the map here to attack the another expansion of Dune Tiger. So Dune Tiger is going to be defending this side right here. Not sure how well this is going to work though, because he's going to have Behemoths on his toes. And these Guardian Cannons are doing an amazing amount of job. Meanwhile, back up here we see Charles Wilmont going in with his Titans now and attacking Dune Tiger's base. And this is going to be pretty good now. The Tiberian field right there has been mined out. This was mined out. So how many MCVs? That's 1. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4 MCVs for Dune Tiger. That's a lot now. And he's forced to vacate this base right here because he can't really support it. Meanwhile, Charles has 1. He's got just 2. He's got 3 MCVs. So 3 MCVs to quad MCVs. And I think he's going to be forced to sell off that MCV because he can't save it no matter what he can do. And meanwhile, those he managed to squeeze out that one refinery. So he's harvesting off the Tiberian field. And I think both these players are going to go into some massive eco, and that MCV has been either sold off or destroyed. I think it's been sold off. The Behemoths have been doing a great job. Charles has been doing awesome with his Behemoths, taking this field for himself, because he definitely needed it, because if he didn't get it, then he would have lost this game for sure. But all those Titans have probably been destroyed. Those Guardian Cannons did an amazing amount of job with destroying those Titans. And Railgun Guardian Cannons is just so cool. So maybe quad MCV was a good idea from Dune Tiger, although he did lose this expansion, so that's not very good. The Titans here are going to be in favor of Charles Wilmont, and he could be going to see if he can get this base. Oh no, there's Hammerheads coming in from Dune Tiger, and there's absolutely no anti-air defenses here to speak of for Charles. So he needs to build some Pitbulls or Slingers to counter those Hammerheads, and that field has already been mined out super quickly, and Dune Tiger is just starting his. So these Hammerheads now are going to be attacking those behemoths, and you might as well take as many as you can before the slingers can arrive. 2 behemoths are going to go down, and I'm not sure where the slingers are. They could be building right now. The rocket infantry is going to be coming in, but they can't do much against a lot of hammerheads. So they could be in. So Charles could be in a little bit of trouble. He needs to have any anti-air batteries, either that or slingers, because the flying slingers are coming in now, and now these slingshots are going to be attacking the slingshots now, and the hammerheads are going to be focusing down super quickly. They don't have any AP or tungsten ammo, so that's not very good. Although more slingshots are going to be coming in, and then Doom Tiger is going to be pushing back with his hammerheads just to save them as many as he can. Although Charles O'Monk lost a lot of his behemoths, he lost like 3 of them, so that's not very good. He needs to Doom Tiger, on the other hand, he needs triple war factor here. This is crazy. This is what happens when you have a lot of Tiberium at your disposal. You can build however many structures you want and however many Titans or Wolverines or Hammerheads, Slingers, Behemoths. Doesn't matter. When you have a lot of money, you can do whatever you want with it. Now, Charles O'Monk spots this expansion here from Charles and is going to be instantly taken out. Now, there's quad or the triple Guardian Cannon drop here from Doom Tiger, so he's going to be trying to hold up as best he possibly can, but with the behemoths on the backside of things, he can't. So this expansion was going to be doomed to begin with, and now Charles is going to be going for a huge amount of forces now. So there's a lot of reference squads here, and they do take out a Titan. They're going to be focusing down a Titan, and this could be very, very bad. One Titan's going down to just a lot of infantry. I'm not sure where all these came from. Maybe sold off structures. There's a lot of slingers here. So from Charles O'Monk, and he's going to be going with a couple of Titans, but Doom Tiger's too quick for it. He has a couple of Titans of his own to destroy all Charles O'Monk's Titans. There's a lot of slingers here, and they could be doing a lot of damage. But now we see mammoth tanks with the railguns and the adaptive armor, so the Titans is not going to be viable anymore. And I think Charles O'Monk figures out that there's the adaptive armor on those Titans, so he needs adaptive armor of his own, and he needs mammoth tanks quickly as possible. He sold off quite a bit of his refineries, and he needs more economy going to get some mammoth tanks on the field. Now, he does have a Titans and Behemoths with rocket squads and slingers, but that's not going to do anything against adaptive armored Titans. But the adaptive armor has been activated, and they're going to be doing against missile squads now. And with the adaptive armor, it's just going to be insanely powerful to hold off against a bunch of militant rocket squads. And they do take them all out, so Charles lost all of his rockets, and that's not very good. Plus the double punch at the flank of the rifleman squads on the back, so he would have lost those rockets anyway. And those slingers are going to go inside the base of Doom Tiger, and they're going to be absolutely massacred by those Guardian Cannons and Mammoth tanks. So Charles O'Monk had the biggest jump on Doom Tiger, but now I feel like it's going to be all for nothing, as Doom Tiger is doing something very sneaky. He's put down two proxy war factories just outside the base of Doom Tiger, and Charles O'Monk, and he's be going against some Mammoth tanks, and this could be very, very bad. Charles has to fight this. He doesn't have anything to defend this. Another proxy war factory, so triple war factory here from Doom Tiger is going to be big problems for Charles. He does have a lot of Titans here, but they're not going to do anything against adaptive armored Mammoth tanks. He does have adaptive armor. No, he doesn't have adaptive armor of his own, so that could be pretty bad. And all these Titans are just going to get shredded by these Mammoth tanks. One Mammoth tank will go down, but he has a lot of reinforcements and a lot of money. So this definitely is going to be the punching blow here for Doom Tiger. He's definitely going to finish off Charles O'Monk. Charles doesn't have a lot of time to build up Mammoth tanks of his own. He's trying to silo block them. And why wouldn't you? You have 3 MCVs, you can probably put them to good use. But adaptive armor, and they're also throwing down the railgun accelerator. The railgun accelerator has been activated. I haven't seen it being used ever. In a pro play game, I haven't seen railgun accelerators being used ever. That's amazing. So railgun accelerators, if you don't know what it is, it's an ability where if you have Titans or Guardian Cannons or Mammoth tanks, you can throw on adaptive armor. It does 25% more damage to your Mammoth tanks. It does... And Charles O'Monk has been defeated, but anyway, railgun accelerators, it increases your attack radius by 50%, but that also does massive amounts of damage to your Mammoth tanks. It slowly decreases them down. But what you can do is if you throw on railgun accelerators with adaptive armor, it increases armor by 50% and only decreases the rate of fire by 1/3. So realistic, if you want to do a ton of damage, and you have railgun accelerators, and you have Mammoth tanks with railguns, you should use it, because then that does a ton of damage. And as you can see right there, the railgun accelerators ability was just amazing and just taking out Charles O'Monk. So, units craft over there. And here's your structures. These are your resources. Charles Womack had the most resources, surprisingly. And stats, 198,826 for Charles. And Doom Tiger had 196,703. So Charles Womack had another $29,000 more than Doom Tiger. Alright, so the Steel Talons Showdown series has finally been completed, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed that series. It's been a while since I did it. But anyway, my name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys on next time.